Well, good morning, good people. My name is Mark Holmes, and if you're watching this video and you've never watched a video from me before, I appreciate you guys being here. And those of you who have been a constant subscriber and a fan and things, I really and truly appreciate you. Come to find out, something I have been doing my whole YouTube life is now actually in. What's funny is, I've been doing YouTube for 8 years now. 8 years. Actually, it's been longer than that. My daughter, who has a couple of channels. One channel's got 300, AK Doll, Kayla Lachey blogs and things. Has one channel that's over 300,000, I believe, and the other one is like 99,000. About to get another plaque. She's like one of the original YouTubers and things, and has been doing this for a long time. Originally, I started the channel in 2012, and nobody watched it. In fact, in 2016, I think I had my first 300, and by my birthday in October, I had my first 1,000 because of one video about Dak Prescott. When I originally made that video, nobody watched because it was the Cowboys should draft Dak Prescott, which was before the NFL draft. When Tony Romo got hurt, all of a sudden people were looking to find anything they could about Dak Prescott, and they came upon this video, which people were like, well, this guy said we should draft him before Tony Romo got hurt. And so people started watching, and that started really my YouTube birth that year in 2016, and it's been a steady climb. So I have people that I've worked with YouTube. My friend Game Time Brian, who a year ago, interestingly enough, we went to the Pro Football Hall of Fame, and he was hoping that he could get his channel to 300. And I've been working with him and giving him ideas and the tips and the things that I do. And now he's around 30,000 subscribers, so shout out to him. I have a wonderful follower who's a Seattle Seahawks fan who wants to get into YouTube and has asked me for tips. So I'm thinking about doing a channel on what I've done, at least with YouTube. And by no means do I think that I am an expert. All I can do is teach you guys the pitfalls that I've had and the things that I've done that have been successful. So this is interesting to me because when I first really started doing YouTube, people said, you're too old to do YouTube. And I struggled because I didn't know how to upload videos. I didn't know how to edit. I had to bother my daughter to try and get stuff on. And for me, most of my videos, if you are a follower of me, you will know a lot of them are sitting right here in my car driving using my cell phone. Or I may be under a house in darkness doing work, talking about my Dallas Cowboys. I've been on roofs. I've been literally everywhere. And more times than not, because of what I do is, it's when there's breaking news on the Cowboys, I post it wherever, whenever. Just like this video, I'll record it and I will go through, I'll hit the good old, V with the 2 dots on it, the share button, and I'll share it to YouTube while I'm going down the road, okay? So it may do a couple of videos because something has struck in my mind. And that style is called dirty style videos, which are not the high-produced, high-edited videos. They're more real, they're crisp. You're not going through and say, I sneezed. Got to cut that out. I'm reading a script. I don't read a script. Everything comes from the heart and it's just my thoughts in the moment, unpolished, unedited, and just sent up. And I've been doing that for a long time. The great thing about that, and see in my mind, first of all, things I've learned, because I've seen, people who have just started in things, and I've given them tips and say, don't do this. And then they're, oh, well, he doesn't know he's an old guy. For example, people will spend a lot of time on doing an intro, an intro with pictures and stuff of people that you've hung out with and pictures of you in this place and that place and all that. And it may take a minute and a half. Well, guess what? If I've seen that once, I don't need to see it again. And that minute and a half of time is time for me to say, I can move on to the next thing. And you spent your time, your effort in doing all the edit and putting it up onto the video, and then it takes longer for you to put the video up. I don't need that. The next thing that people will do is they'll have to retake it, they'll read a script, and they want to have it perfect. Oh, it's got to be perfect and everything else. If I want a script that's perfect, that's edited, then I'll go watch ESPN. Follow me? I'll go watch ESPN if I want to see somebody in a suit that's reading a script that's perfectly lit and all that and great intro. I'll watch ESPN. But now that we see that the ESPNs and the Fox Sports and all that are cutting back on talent because they're not getting the viewership, following their model may not be the right thing. The next thing people will do is they'll say, oh, I'm starting a YouTube channel, so I got to get this done. This piece of equipment, that piece of equipment, and I got to get my studio set up and do this, that, and the other, so that way it looks perfect. Again, you're not ESPN. People are not here for ESPN. For you to go out and spend all of your time and your effort on your studio, your intro, your lines, you're setting yourself up for disappointment. The reality is this. On my main channel, I did have another channel that was, believe it or not, for spamming, as they put it, back in 2019 that had 28,000 subscribers, was shut down. So I don't remember how many videos were on that original channel. But this channel right here has over 65 million views. That's a lot of views, and I'm still humbled by that. But this channel has 10,000 videos. 10,000. That equates to about 6,500 views on average per video. It's not too bad. The thing about doing the dirty style is you're not spending a lot of time. You're not spending a lot of money. You're just out there raw, and you're able to put it up sooner than later, which enables you to do the number one thing on YouTube that people seem to forget as they go through and they buy their equipment to have the perfect camera and the perfect microphone and have the studio look like it is. Well, the reality is that's not why people want to come in. You can get that look and sound and everything else from someplace else. What they're coming for is you. You have to be the reason why somebody wants to watch. Are you a person that people want to go hang out in a sports bar, have a couple of drinks and watch a game with? Are you a person that just, I want to go there because I just hate that guy and it just makes me sick, but I can't stop watching? You have to be the driver for YouTube. That's the first and foremost thing. And if you go out and you put in all of this time and effort in making this look, making the sound, making the studio, and then you start doing videos and nobody is watching, and trust me, it takes time to be seen, then you get flustered and you won't understand why isn't people watching. Well, a couple of things here. And the reason why I'm thinking of making another channel is YouTube is looking for a pinpoint piece of content. What is it that you do? So that way, when somebody watches a video on YouTube, okay, they're looking to send them more content that is similar to it. If you have a very broad scheme of things that you do, YouTube doesn't know where to share you. And if YouTube doesn't share you, nobody's going to see you. Nobody's going to see you. Nobody's going to watch you. So you have to figure out what your niche, whichever you want to call it, is. And so me putting a video out on this channel about growing your YouTube, or tips on growing your YouTube, because it's a Dallas Cowboys channel, probably won't be seen with other videos about doing dirty videos. That's the way it works. And in fact, doing that then confuses YouTube and may actually hurt your algorithm. And that brings me to the fourth thing, is people will watch all of these self-help videos, which is a niche, on how to grow your channel, how to get your first 1,000 subscribers and things. And I will say, the problem is, if everybody is doing the same thing, how are you standing out? And that's where I think my channel has worked, because a lot of the things that I do were things that they basically said, oh no, don't do this. There's a certain time of day that you should be posting. Well, I post all day long. But the craziest thing is, the video consistently that I post that does the best on average is when my subscribers are least on, which is at the end of the day, I do a fireside chat. I just go out there, just review the day, have my own personal thoughts and stuff, and that goes out at like 11, 12 o'clock at night. For example, the one I did last night, when I got down to my studio this morning at 8 o'clock, it didn't become live until 11:30. It has 8,000 views. No, I'm sorry, 9,000 views at 7 o'clock in the morning. And if I go through the algorithms and look at it, you almost see nobody on at that hour. And so the real secret to all of this, is going your own path and trying to do something that's a little bit different than everybody else. So now, the hot trend is dirty videos, something I've been doing forever. And now I've got to figure out, what is the next thing? Okay, so good luck with your channel, and I'm going to be doing more videos, and maybe I will create another channel for tips that I've had for YouTube. And again, I'm just driving down the road having this conversation. Peace.